Manmo Temple is a very big part of Hong Kong's diverse history and culture. However, the recent boom in building and property development has put Manmo Temple and its legacy in danger. It is up to us to take action and help save this big part of Hong Kong's history and culture.
Manmo Temple was built in 1847. It was used to worship the god Man and Mo.
Man, also known as Man Cheng, was the god of literature, and people prayed to him for good examination results.
Mo, also known as Guan Yu, was the god of martial arts and war.
In 1908, ownership of Manmo Temple was given over to the Tonghua Group of hospitals. It became a meeting point for people to meet and talk.
During the early 1900s, under British rule, people used to settle disputes at Manmo Temple. The accuser and the defendant would both write down on separate pieces of paper the promise that they will resolve the problem. Then, a chicken was killed and its head cut. The blood dripped onto the papers, and then the papers were set alight. The idea was that if one of the two repudiated or failed to fulfill his promise, he or she would suffer the punishment or curse that he or she had set for him or herself, and by the one he or she was having the dispute with. And here we have an interview about the history and culture behind Manmo Temple from our interviewee, Mrs. Su.
Well, as I just said to the last group, when it was built, it would have been surrounded by greenery, trees, shrubs, and now look at it surrounded by buildings and cars going by and pollution. So it would definitely have changed a lot. In 1847 it was built, it was probably just a little bamboo hut, and then in 1851 they enlarged it, and this is what's the result of that. That's right.
That's why this temple.
And that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Procedure to it is like you write what you want to do on yellow paper.
That's right.
Then you cut a
Head of a chicken head. That's it.
Drip the blood there, set it on fire, and the thing was that if you broke your promise, you would be punished by whatever you wrote and whatever your
Yeah, you
and
have
they
to write down
believed
a curse.
And they believed that. That's right. Yeah.
Were there any actually records of that actually working? Like, did it actually?
I'm sure it did, because people's beliefs in those days were much stronger than what they are now. Well, I was telling the other group at Chinese New Year, there are queues of people this way and up Hollywood Road, because they come for like the month before Chinese New Year, and they'll give offerings thanking the gods for having given them a good year. Last year was the tiger. And then after Chinese New Year, actually at midnight at Chinese New Year, there's queues of people everywhere, and they all have offerings, and they come, they give the offerings to the temple and ask the gods to give them a good year of the rabbit. Yes, they have. They've done a lot of refurbishments. They painted it about 2 years ago. There was scaffolding all around it, and they also replaced anything that needed replacing.
Looks like they replaced it kind of shabbily because the building was a lot of space.
Yeah.
And they recolored it.
Yeah.
Well, I always still want to paint.
And you know why it's painted in red, green, and gold?
I think those are the colors that
Of the
that the gods are wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what does red mean? Red is happiness,
Happiness,
green is peace,
peace.
and gold is royalty, strength, and wealth, or money.
No wonder no wonder Greenpeace.
All temples you'll find have got red, green, and gold in for happiness.
As you now know, Manmo Temple is a very important part of Hong Kong's diverse culture and history. It has been visited many times by many famous people. Now you know why Manmo Temple must be saved from ongoing property development, so we urge you to take action.